welcome to Voice of the People's podcast for today. Today we want to look at the responsibility of citizens of Kenya and what they should be doing at given opportunities. It's not about elections and voting any other person. So as the people of Kenya, what is your responsibility? Today I'm your host, Anweti Duncan, and in studio we have our guest for today.
And I'm Oguto John. Thank you for hosting me.
Now, John, as a citizen of Kenya, who is a citizen in the first place?
A citizen of a country of Kenya is someone who meets all the criteria to be a member of the country.
Yes.
So the criteria are always listed in the constitution for you to be a citizen. So once you meet the criteria which are set, then you qualify to be a citizen of Kenya.
So we get that there are categories of being a citizen. So what are these three categories?
The categories to be a citizen, the first one we know very well, it is by natural.
Yes.
So I think this one we can refer to birth.
Yes.
And also by registration.
Yes.
And another one we can say by it is birth, registration,
and naturalization, whereby you stay in Kenya for a given period.
Yeah, I think that is what I was talking about at first.
Yes.
The naturalization.
Yes.
Then birth. Yes. Then registration.
Now, who is support? Like for example, what is the responsibility of a citizen? Because we get that every citizen there is a role that they are supposed to play. So, what do you think is their role?
Actually, a government is a citizen.
Yes.
All citizens form a government.
Yes.
So the responsibility of a citizen is to develop their country.
Yes.
Yeah, and for you to develop your country, there are some mechanisms which have been put through.
Yes.
Like maybe the citizen should be responsible to pay taxes,
yes,
which collectively can be used to develop a country.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, when we talk about taxes, we get that there is this responsibility apart from taxes and the rest. Now, we get that as a citizen we are supposed to participate in the election. Do you think that the citizens understand their roles?
Yes. Okay. As at now, I think most of the citizens, they understand their roles very well.
Yes.
But I think few who still need civic education.
So how can this civic education be done? Because we get that there is some kind of points whereby we are supposed to do a given thing, but you get the citizen doesn't understand because not everybody is at the equal level where they understand at the same rate.
You see, the problem we have is our politicians.
Yes.
They always hijack any civic education that the citizens tend to have. Like you will find, like maybe there was Tukokadi.
Yes.
Tukokadi was a movement.
Yes.
Which I think Ademba came up with.
Yeah.
So that people can register, and it was also highlighting people about the benefits of voting and also the importance of voting.
Yes.
And you see politicians show like this is
some kind of
place,
yes,
where they can, if they approach, yes, they will find many Kenyans.
Yes.
So they approach the movement.
Yes.
And now even the movement is like it has collapsed.
It hasn't collapsed. So I think that what is happening in the country is that now, because you know that in Kenya people tend to forget very fast. However bad you are, today you might be very bad, but tomorrow when you do the right thing, you get that now things start to change. So how do you think we can do things different? Because I've realized that most of the citizens, they don't understand what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, actually it is true. Most of the citizens, they just know that they should be voting.
Yes.
But they don't know what should lead them to voting and even what should lead them to choosing the rightful leader for them.
Now, you as an individual, if you wanted, like maybe I've given you want to vote for a particular candidate, let's say this candidate A, to avoid mentioning of names, what will make you vote for this candidate A? So that you get that in the long run, you say that you decide to vote for candidate A and not B.
You know, Kenya is a democratic nation.
Yes.
So once the candidate A lays there, maybe his manifesto or his plans.
Yes.
then you can go through the plans or the manifesto very well.
Yes.
You understand the kind of maybe work
Yes.
that this leader is going to do.
Yes.
So once you come into terms and you feel like this is a good development to your area or to your nation,
Yes.
then you put okay to this leader. But I think our leaders have been doing that. The only problem is now implementing this.
Yes.
And actually doing the real things they promised.
And we suppose at what levels of government implementation is supposed to be done?
The implementation should be done at the parliament.
At the parliament?
Yes.
Not oversight.
You know it is a process. First you oversight.
Yes.
After you oversight, then you pass a bill.
Yes.
After passing a bill, then you implement.
Now,
So it is a process.
now let me tell you, when you look at the word implementation, implementation is supposed to be done by the executive. And and we have only two roles of parliament, not even two. We have oversight, that is where we have representation and doing what is now called amendment of bills and making of laws. So when you look at even the budget making process and the rest are done at the parliament, the person who is supposed to do what is now called the implementation is the president at the national level, and at the county level we have the person called the governor. But we get that the only problem that we get is that people don't understand who is supposed to do what at what time, at what particular